Can you afford the cost of living here in Canada? Hi, I'm Prila, and next month I will complete 1 year living here in this beautiful country. But since I first set foot here, things changed. Yearly, the rents are allowed to increase 2.5%. And with the economy going crazy all over the globe, prices are increasing as well here. This video is not to scare or discourage you if you're coming here to Canada, but I want to show you the reality. And basically, what we need for living here is an income, right? And monthly, we will have some fixed expense, such as a home you may buy or you may rent. If you buy, nowadays you have to be aware of the interest rates that are increasing and the value of the deposit you have to give, because depending on the price of the house you're buying, you will have to have a certain percentage of the deposit, and the government of course help first home buyers, but this is a topic for the next video. What I want you to bear in mind is that monthly you will have an expense if you buy or if you rent a home here in Canada, as well as monthly expense with food. If you have kids with daycare, you will have to pay insurance. If you have a car or even a TTC, if you want to go to the gym, maybe you will have to pay for it. You will have to include your leisure and the bills, your phones, electricity, water, and heating as well sometimes. And if we go for each cost, monthly, for example, for a couple to have a small flat here in Toronto, they will pay roughly $2,500, but it all will depend on where you are and your choice in general. And then about food, you will want to save as much money as you want, but generally you will spend for a couple 400 Canadian dollars monthly. We can include bills and insurance together in a package, and they will be around like 150. And if someone has to pay for the gym will cost around 50 Canadian dollars. Going to a daycare, if someone has kids here, well, it may be so expensive in my opinion. Monthly, a daycare here in Toronto can be around 1,500. And something we all want to have, like leisure, going to the cinema, buying something, it will be around 200 per month. If one person goes on TTC, per month will spend around like 2 or 300. And if someone owns a car, especially if it's a new car, it will be around 900 Canadian dollars per month. So now you have the task to do by yourself your math. Because maybe you have some kids and you need a daycare. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you go to the gym. Or maybe in your building you have already a gym, so you're saving this money. But if we calculate, hypothetically speaking, a situation for a couple that lives here in Toronto, that pays for their own foods, for their bills, for leisure, and let's say they don't have a car, they go on TTC. The cost of living for both of them will be around $3,000 per month. The minimum wage nowadays is 16.55 an hour. And then if a person has a full-time job, will earn at the end of the month $2,000, meaning that if you have two people working in a house receiving a minimum wage, in the house at the end of the month you will have a roughly like $4,000, but your costs will be at around $3,000. But bear in mind that all these calculations are just like hypothetical, as we spoke before. Unfortunately, we have been seeing very often immigrants going back to their home countries just because of the increase of the price. And people who are staying, sometimes they have to find multiple jobs to cope with the cost of living. And bear in mind that Canada is amazing. It's an amazing place, beautiful. You can have so many opportunities here, but no place is paradise, only heaven. So if you're coming to Toronto, be aware of things, do your research, go to the government website and get information from there, because no matter what I say or what I share with you, you have to do your own part. So now in August 2023, this is the cost of living here in Toronto. Can you afford it? Follow me to see my life and routine around Canada, and see you on our next video. Bye.